It is so hard being a Power Ranger fan. It is so hard. And I know I'm saying that as a person who's in his 20s, but I would imagine it's hard even for young audience, like the teenagers and kids. Because on one hand, while we have to deal with, bad CGI or bad choreographed fights, we also gotta deal with the bad dialogue, the comedy bits, and just tropes that are just so tiring, just so tiring. So let's go over all the things that Power Rangers, if they were to pick up again, they just need to stop altogether.
All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah.
The reason I decided to make this video, because recently I've been thinking about Power Rangers, right? I've been, for one of my recruitment videos, I've been wanting to do like Power Ranger teams based off of the color and stuff. But I'm not going to do that yet because there are certain Power Ranger shows that I just not see. And outside of those, there are those I just do not remember as well as others. And outside of the rumors that Sentai or Power Rangers is making another season, it's been rumored for a while that they're trying to make a cinematic universe similar to Marvel, where they may not be connected, but it's going to be more mature. But in order for them to be more mature, they have to drop a lot of stuff they do. A lot of stuff. So I've made a list of all the things, all the tropes, all the bad aspects of Power Rangers that Saban, Neo, Saban, Disney, Hasbro, Netflix, whoever's going to be making this or whoever's going to be making Power Rangers content in the future, never need to do again. So let's get into it. All right, starting with number one, stop with the color-based Ranger stereotypes. Stop it. And what I mean by that is, I mean a few things by this. One, you know how you will always have a Red Ranger. One, why does the Red Ranger have to be leader? Why can't another color Ranger be leader? Because there has been shows where we've seen other Rangers as leaders. Like before Jen went to the past to go find Wes, Jen was a good leader, and she's a Pink Ranger. Tommy, one of the best things I love about Tommy was he wasn't a Red Ranger. He was green and white before he was a Red Ranger. He was a good leader. Kevin from Samurai, when Jaden's not around, he was a good leader. Shoot, he was a good leader even when Jaden was around. And I'm not talking about how you have the general like Dr. O and then Connor, or how you have RJ and Casey, or how you have Daggeron and Nick. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about make other colors like a blue or even the green or the yellow or the pink. Make them the actual leader of the team. And speaking of leaders of the team, why do all the leaders, Red Rangers specifically, why do they always have to be male? Make a female Red Ranger. And I know they did that recently with the Cosmic Fury, but it was kind of too late. You kind of made her, first she was pink and then now she was red. Cool art, but it's kind of too late if you were going to stop Power Rangers. And then you made Jaden's sister, Lauren, a female Red Ranger. But again, you didn't even have her throughout the whole series. And when she was in the series, y'all fumbled the bag. Stop. Just stop it. There are awesome female leaders. You don't always have to make the male red, and you don't have to make the red a male. There are so many female leaders who are good. Storm from the X-Men, good leader. Wonder Woman, when she has to lead, good leader. Batgirl or Oracle, whatever you prefer her as the leader of the Birds of Prey, good leader. White Canary from Arrowverse, good leader. Batwoman, good leader. And another thing about stereotypes with the colors. Stop the stereotypes with the colors just in general. You know how most of the time Blue Ranger will be the nerd or the smart guy. Pink is always destined to end up with the Red Ranger. Stop that. Stop that. The Pink Ranger is always shallow. The Yellow Ranger is always a tomboy. Stop. Just stop. This isn't the 1930s no more where people didn't want women to have larger roles or where they were more down. No. Women are more accepting. We are more accepting. Women have more use than just being background or being divas or shallow. Stop that. All right. Another one y'all gotta stop. Stop with the comedy characters, bro. Stop with the comic relief characters. I'm not even saying that to be biased because I hate comedy relief characters. I'm saying that because the more you try to do comedy relief characters, first of all, they're not funny. Most of the time, they're not funny. And I know I'm 25 years old, but I would say that they're not even funny for kids. No kid is laughing at that. And even if they are, you trying to add comedy relief characters all the time is taking away from the plot of the story, where you could be adding more character background, getting more depth into the character or more depth into the story. You're taking away time for that just to add the comedy relief. And you don't even need comedy relief because most of your villains are stupid and their stupidity is funny. Or you have a Ranger on the team who's laid back or makes jokes and stuff. So you don't even need a comedy relief. Stop with the comedy relief, man. Stop. Number 3, stop with the unbelievable upgrades. Y'all know how in some seasons of Power Rangers, they'll get like a upgrade where their suit changes, like Samurai has Super Samurai, Dino Charge has Super Dino Mode, or was that Dino Thunder? Whatever. It's not believable. It's really not believable because you're only really changing their outfits. We see that. But if you want us to believe that they're upgrading in skill and abilities too, give them a skill and ability that they do not have outside or inside the suit. Give them something to make it know, hey, this person has upgraded. Stop with the just, oh, they've upgraded because they got new suits. That's dumb. That's dumb. 4, stop avoiding reluctancy. I never really thought about this one until Marcus Digital said it. But yeah, stop with the reluctancy. Stop with the every Power Ranger is just so willing to join the board. Because again, like he said, you're getting thrust upon a responsibility that's dangerous. You know, you got to fight monsters, risk your life. Most of the time, you're teenagers. You're just accepting of this. No, stop with the like. Have a little pushback. Have a pushback where it's like, I don't want to do that. Have artists where they're thinking about it and they're like, do I want to do what's right or do I want to risk my life? Like, have arts. Stop just being so willing to commit. That's just, because that's not realistic. That's not realistic. That's not mature. That's not realistic. If your goal is to entertain, hopefully you're trying to entertain and inform. You're trying to teach people responsibility and stuff. That's what the kids are trying to learn. You can't just show kids, hey, you're going to always want to do this. That's not realistic. Because look at it. Even like in the military, when you get drafted, people are reluctant. This is basically the military, but with supernatural creatures and stuff. All right, the next one. I've always hated this one. Stop with the throwback episodes. Y'all know how, and I don't know if they do this in every season, because like I said, there's some seasons I can't remember well, or some seasons I haven't seen. But you know how in most seasons, I've seen this a couple of hundred times. In most season Power Rangers, like Young Fury, Down Thunder, towards the back end of the season, there'll be an episode where there'll be some type of cringe where, you know, a monster takes a person and they do like a reality show or something. But the whole thing is basically the Rangers viewing or reliving the moments they've had. Stop. Your audience is watching the season along with you. We know what happened. And if we don't, we can go back. You don't need to do episodes where you're having flashes of things that happened in episodes. Those are episodes that you can dedicate towards character growth and development, building up an army, building up your plot. Stop with the throwback episodes. Next one, stop having mastery skill after your first morph. This happens in almost every single season. You know how the Rangers, when they first meet like their opponents or whatever, they'll get their ass beat. But as soon as they morph, automatically they're the best fighters in the world. They know how to power up. They know how to use their skills and everything. And the only way this has been explained, kind of, was in Jungle Fury when RJ was like, when you morph, all the information will go to your cellular DNA. Cool. That's for the powers up. There's no way you're going to tell me after your first morph, you automatically learn karate, kung fu, kickboxing, jujitsu, Kali. No, stop all that. Stop. That's not believable. Because that's what, if you're, like again, if you're trying to entertain and inform your watchers, you're showing young kids that, hey, you got beat up, it's okay, because you got beat up today with no training, the next time you're going to win, you're going to dominate them. That's not realistic. You're going to get somebody hurt with that. Stop. All right, I think this is like 6. I stopped counting. But number 6, 7, whatever number we on, stop only giving the Red Ranger arcs. It's either always the Red Ranger or it's the 6th or 5th Ranger. Jaden had an arc, kind of. Nick had an arc. Trent had an arc. Tommy had an arc. Ryan, whatever his name is from Lightspeed, he had an arc. Stop that. Stop that. Because the characters that people are drawn to, they'll be good with arcs. Kevin for Samurai, that's one of everybody's favorite Samurai characters. Give him a good arc. And I'm not talking about that stupid shit where he's constantly thinking about swimming. Give him an arc. Daggeron, give him an arc. Liambo, besides him being Korvac, if you would have flushed him out after he was done being with Korvac, like we saw what he had to go through more, or he was reluctant to help the Rangers because of he was scared to hurt them again or something, give other characters arcs. Next one. Stop with the team style individual rides. This is one I always hated because we all know it's a ploy to sell toys. But why? But why? Most of the times when you have your Rangers, they don't even need vehicles. Think about it. Mystic Force did not need the Mystic Riders. I get the broom thing because of the magic thing. But they're magic. Why not make a spell for a portal or to teleport? Why not use their magic to fly? Vita had wind powers. Nick had fire powers. They had elemental powers. Use the elements to guide them. Or you can have them transform into the Firebird or the Dragon or the Mystic Lion and get there. And then when they get there, boom, they're back in their human forms. Get a team. Instead of doing individual team style ones, get a team vehicle like the X-Jet or the Quinjet for the Rangers. Shoot, use the Zords. That way, when you also use the Zords, you don't have to call them down from a graveyard or mystery hideout or whatever. They're already there. Stop trying to sell toys so much. Stop. Next one. Stop with the villain of the week. Every episode got a new villain. Stop that. Stop that. If you want to do a cinematic universe, have a villain you build up to. Sure, they can fight the little henchmen like the Pteranodons or the piranha people or whatever. Sure. But having a villain for every episode, a new villain? No. Build up to the villains. Build up to the villains like they do in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Or do arcs. Do like 3-4 episodes arc, and each arc is a different villain. That way you can still do your different villain thing, but it's not a new villain every week. It's not a new villain every episode. All right, so I got 2 more. Y'all. The next one, stop with the drawn out morphin sequences. Stop. That's not realistic. One thing I've always hated about Power Rangers is the morphing. There's some morphin sequences I like, sure. But that's not realistic because most superheroes go into battle already dressed. But I get morphing is unique to Power Rangers, sure. But if you're going to morph, stop having to drawn out one.
Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger! Tyrannosaurus! Good! We're ready to morph into action! 6 working together to fight evil! And stop Rita and all her menacing monsters!
From destroying our planet Earth! And ruling the universe with evil!
Look out, Rita! We're not backing down because we're the Power Rangers!
That's like saying, I'm about to go fight and I'm going to stretch first. I'm going to let them wait for me to stretch. No one's going to do that. No one's going to wait for you to do this whole morphing call and morph. Stop. Stop with drawing out morph sequences. It's not realistic. It takes away time from the story. And a lot of the movie sequences are really boring. Stop. Last one I'm gonna do. Stop with the established teams. The reason everybody likes SPD is because the team, you didn't know what color they were going to be. That's one. And two, when they started, they couldn't stand each other, just like Donald Thunder. Stop with the established teams. Stop just having the friends always get together, or as soon as they get together, they're automatically clicking. Sure, you have people in life you just click with. But most of the time, when you click with somebody automatically, y'all have something in common. Y'all have a lot in common. But showing the established teams, that's not realistic either. Because that's showing that, hey, we're just going to be friends automatically. No, trust takes time to build. Friendships and bonds take time to build. And then after you build them, they take work to establish. They take work to remain and contain and grow. Stop the established teams. But yeah, guys, those are some tropes that Power Rangers just really, really, really need to stop. If you want your Power Rangers shows to be better, there are some tropes that you just need to stop. Some tropes that people aren't buying anymore. Some tropes that people just do not like. Just stop them. But yeah, guys, y'all know what it is. I'm going to catch you guys later. Deuces.